You are listening to the Artist Spotlight Archive. This program originally aired on July 17, 2021. Welcome to the Artist Spotlight, where we feature 3 in a row by our Artist of the Week. This is Michael Drange, and this week we are featuring the music of singer-songwriter Jim Friery. Jim was one of the very first artists on our station, and I would like to thank you for being part of our Artist Spotlight series. So Jim, how do you describe your music for our listeners that are not familiar with your work?
I would say simply that my music is modern-day folk music, but it does have strong roots in bluegrass and country music. I live out here in Ventura County, specifically in the town of Moore Park. I teach middle school in LA County, and I write songs and sing about specific things that I am intimately familiar with. And these topics are the people, the places, and the events that I am immersed in. I try and write in a style that fits the subject too. I've written a couple rock songs. I think if people were to log onto my YouTube channel, they would get a pretty good idea of the variety that I have and what my music sounds like.
Our first song today is Jim Friery's Moore Park, My Hometown.
Valley nestled between the brown-green mountains lies a small town that I proudly call my own. And in this town my children I have raised. No finer place in this great land, my Moore Park home. And as I ramble down the Ronald Reagan Freeway, lies ahead the crossroads many years ago I found. And traveling, leaving behind the racket of LA, so happy to call Moore Park my hometown. And the town folk, neighborly, polite and kind. The farmland, the trains, the rural countryside. A small town where peace and friendship abound. This is God's green earth, Moore Park, my hometown. So hard to keep my family free. The ball fields, the dogs, kids in the playground. And the good life is living here, just where I wanna be. No finer place on earth, Moore Park, my hometown. Oh, the morning dew, the refreshing winter rains, white cloud skies, the summer sun settling down, and the downtown calm and the rumble of the freight trains. So serene and tranquil, Moore Park, polite and kind. The farmland, the trains, the rural countryside. A small town where peace and friendship abound. This is God's green earth, Moore Park, my hometown. This is God's green earth, Moore Park, my hometown.
We are featuring the music of Jim Friery in today's Artist Spotlight. I am always interested in learning how people got started in music. How did you get your start in music?
Well, I got started by listening to everything that was popular on AM radio from 1964 and onward. All those great hits on the radio in the 60s were a big influence on me. And we're talking about the British Invasion, the Byrds, the Buffalo Springfield, the Beach Boys, garage rock bands like the Seeds and the Standells. And we had our own little garage band back in the summer 1968 when I was 8 years old. And the older kids who were the leaders of this band, they let me sing Hello, I Love You by the Doors, Daydream Believer by the Monkees, and that was a lot of fun. I was pretty much hooked from the beginning. Music was always in my life as I was growing up. And when I picked up the guitar for the first time seriously, I just started to practice for hours and hours in my spare time. I used to play along to all my favorite records. And from there on, I just started playing and entertaining at church functions, private parties, the schools where I've taught at, festivals, bluegrass jams, senior facilities, Moore Park Country Days Parade, the Ventura County Fair. I'll pretty much play for anybody, anytime, anywhere.
I'm also always interested in who influenced our songwriters. As a singer-songwriter, who would you consider to be your greatest influences?
I can be influenced by almost anyone because I pretty much listen to everything, and I have been listening to everything since 1964. But truly, the ones most specific are the great bluegrass and country artists. You know, the classic ones like Flatt and Scruggs, Bill Monroe, Del McCoury, Merle Haggard, Johnny Cash, and Hank Williams Sr. These are the styles that closely fit me because I pretty much play and practice solo on an acoustic guitar. And when I do play solo acoustic guitar, I play with a harmonica rack. So sometimes maybe I think I'm influenced a little bit by Bob Dylan, Neil Young, and Donovan as well.
The next song we'll be playing is Traveling Down the Road. Can you tell us a little something about this song?
Traveling Down a Road, believe it or not, is kind of a love song to my wife of 30 years. It tells the story of a very busy married couple, hence the opening line, got my life running right on time. And this couple decides to spend a day together, essentially doing nothing but taking a ride down a country road to get away from all the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Secondly, it was inspired by Highway 33, which is a scenic country road in Ventura County that runs from Ventura to Ojai and passes through the small towns of Casita Springs and Oakview. And it's a beautiful ride. There's also a bike path that parallels Highway 33. And once again, it's a gorgeous, magnificent ride through the Ventura County countryside, whether you're traveling by car or using the bike path. My wife and I have traveled this path often. And again, it's just a fun thing to do, and I would encourage any of our listeners to come out to Ventura County and visit these small towns and take that ride on a weekend morning or afternoon. And thirdly, Johnny Cash had a house in Casita Springs back in the early 1960s. So I recorded it with a Johnny Cash style and feel. It's gotten some great responses from the people of Casita Springs, people of Oakview, and the people of Ojai, and overall in Ventura County as well. I'm hoping that everyone can enjoy the song.
Got my life running right on time, gazing at the gorgeous countryside, riding up old Highway 33. Oh, freedom, my love, it's just you and me. Wind blown back your pretty brown hair, traveling, I can't wait to get nowhere. Nothing today will make me feel blue. Oh, freedom, I love, and babe, I've got you. And today is the day we celebrate the anniversary of our first date. We're taking a long and lovely ride. There's no one I want but you by my side. Traveling down the road with nothing to do. The hills so green, the sky so blue. And we'll get to that place where we wanna be. Oh, you're my girl, I love you eternally. Care in the world I got today. Just taking a ride, getting far, far away. And it's you and me together, my baby. Oh, freedom, I love, and that's the way it's gonna be. And today's the day we celebrate the anniversary of our first date. We're taking a long and lovely ride. There's no one I want but you by my side. Traveling down the road with nothing to do. The hills so green, the sky so blue. And we'll get to that place where we wanna be. Oh, you're my girl, I love you eternally. Yes, you're my girl, I love you eternally.
You're listening to the Artist Spotlight, where we are featuring the music of Jim Friery. Before we play our last song today, Ventura County, can you tell us what you're up to musically these days, and a bit about the song Ventura County?
Well, I play Tuesday and Friday evenings at Tequila Jalisco, which is a Mexican restaurant in Moore Park, and I play every Thursday afternoon at the Boatyard Pub in the Ventura Harbor. Both places have great food, great drinks, fun atmosphere. So I have 3 nights a week I'm playing restaurant gigs. I'm also a member of the Old Time Fiddlers and the Old Time Country Bluegrass Gospel Music Association of Ventura County. And we sponsor live concerts and do many shows and performances throughout Ventura County. We just did a concert for Casita Springs last week. I'm also playing at a community garden event in Ventura on August 14th. You can go to my website, jimfrierybandzugal.com. That's jimfrierybandzugal.com for any and all up-to-date information. Now, the song Ventura County was written by me because my friends and I, we sing so many bluegrass and country songs about different places, mostly about places in the South like the Blue Ridge Mountains, the hills of Georgia, the plains of Texas, and things such as that. And I thought since bluegrass and country music was still so alive and popular in Ventura County, that Ventura County itself deserved its own song. I've lived here since 1978. It's my second home after moving from New Jersey. And it's a gorgeous place. It's a great place to raise kids, lots of friendly folks. You got lots of small little towns out in the countryside. So I wanted Ventura County to have its own bluegrass song. And luckily, it's gotten a lot of nice responses from people who live out here. So I'm hoping everyone all over will enjoy it.
Blue skies o'er the mountains, blue skies o'er the plains, golden brown fields adorn the hills I roam. Oh, Ventura County, that's my home. And the moon sets o'er the hills of Moore Park. Livestock's grazing in the Heritage Valley, and the lemon trees and so miss I adore. Oh, Ventura County, I'm longing for. And it's a long way from Oklahoma, and it's a long way from the Jersey Shore. But I'm going back to my old home, oh Ventura County, I'm coming home. Plains of Camarillo, just like the green fields of Tennessee, and the springtime strawberries in the fertile fields are grown. Oh, Ventura County, that's my home. And a windy road leading out to Ojai, Highway 150, take me to paradise, and the horses are free on my homestead they roam. Oh, Ventura County, you're my home. And it's a long way from Oklahoma, and it's a long way from the Jersey Shore. But I'm going back to my old home, oh Ventura County, I'm coming home. It's a place where people come together, and it's a place where I'm a growing old. So please only bring your love here, and you'll see our love unfold. 'Cause it's the blue skies or the mountains, and it's the blue skies or the plains. Golden brown fields adorn the hills I roam. Oh, Ventura County, you're my home. Oh, Ventura County, you're my home.
You've been listening to the Artist Spotlight here on Southern California Singer-Songwriter Radio. Today we featured the music of singer-songwriter Jim Friery. To find out more about Jim and his music, be sure to visit www.jimfriery.bandzoogle.com. The Artist Spotlight airs throughout the day every Saturday and can be heard as a podcast at www.podcast.socalsingersongwriterradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts. Thanks for listening. You have been listening to the Artist Spotlight Archive. This program originally aired on July 17, 2021. To listen to any of our archived Artist Spotlight shows, visit www.podcast.socalsingersongwriterradio.com or your favorite site for podcasts. Thanks for listening.